Welcome to Morning Joan, the hottest podcast in town. I'm your host, Joan, and we're live. Grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the latest scoop. Today, we're talking sports, specifically the Club World Cup. And honey, it's getting juicy. Harry Kane is confident that Bayern Munich can take down Paris Saint-Germain in the quarterfinals. He's feeling the energy from their previous win against TSG in the Champions League, and he believes they can use that momentum to come out on top. Now I know what you're thinking, can Bayern really pull it off? Well, Kane thinks so, and he's not alone. The team's been playing strong, and with Kane's double goals and their recent win against Flamengo, they're looking like a force to be reckoned with. But, let's get into the tea. Apparently, Bayern's got a bit of history with PSG, having beaten them in the group phase of last season's Champions League. And darling, Kim Min-jae scored the only goal in that match, giving Bayern the edge they need to take on the European champions. Kane's all about using that energy and feeling to fuel their next game, and I am here for it. He's saying all the right things, like how they can beat anyone when they're at their best. And sweetheart, we love a confident Harry Kane. Now, before we go to break, let's talk about the real star of the show, Harry Kane's goals. That man can score, and I am living for it. We'll be keeping an eye on the Club World Cup, and I'll be spilling all the tea as it happens. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, folks. We've got a piping hot story brewing in the world of K-pop, and I'm not just talking about the temperatures in Seoul. Rosé, the talented songstress from Blackpink, has matched Jimin's record on Billboard's streaming songs chart with her sultry collaboration app, alongside Bruno Mars. Can we talk? This is no small feat, darling. The song has been streaming for 34 weeks, tying Jimin's Woo as the third longest running K-pop hit on the chart. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who's going to come out on top in this K-pop showdown? Well, let me tell you, Rosé is likely to beat Jimin's record next week. But honey, she's still got a long way to go before she catches up to Psy, the king of K-pop, whose Gangnam Style remains the longest-running hit on the chart, with an astonishing 122 weeks. I mean, face it, darling, that's a record that's likely never going to be beaten. But back to Rosé. Her song App is still a massive hit in America, sitting pretty at number 21 on the digital song sales chart and number 27 on the radio songs list. And let's not forget, it's a top 10 hit on both of Billboard's global tallies. Oh, bruh, this girl is on fire. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, what about Pinkfong's Baby Shark? Well, please, that song is a whole different beast. It managed 59 weeks on the streaming songs chart, but let's be real, it's not exactly the same as Rosé's sleek, sophisticated sound. In any case, it's clear that K-pop is here to stay, and these talented artists are breaking records left and right. Trust me on this, folks, you won't want to miss what's coming next in the world of K-pop. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, everyone. We've got a thrilling story to close out today's show. You know I'm always on top of the latest entertainment news, and now it's time to dive into the world of horror thriller. Get ready, because Bring Her Back is arriving on streaming this week. According to Forbes, this A24 horror thriller, starring the incredibly talented Sally Hawkins, will be available for purchase or rent on various digital platforms, including Apple TV, Fandango, At Home, Prime Video, and YouTube. The film has already received an impressive 89% fresh rating from Rotten Tomatoes critics, so you know it's going to be a wild ride. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the story behind this terrifying ritual that a brother and sister uncover at their new foster mother's secluded home? Well, let me tell you, it's not just about jump scares and creepy atmospheres. The directors, Danny Philippou and Michael Philippou, have stated that Bring Her Back is a personal film for them, drawing from real experiences to exorcise their own demons. I love when artists pour their hearts and souls into their work, don't you? It's what makes a movie truly unforgettable. And with a talented cast including Billy Barat, Jonah Wren-Phillips, and Sally Ann Upton, you can bet that the performances will be top-notch. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, I'm not sure about this horror thing. But trust me on this, folks. Bring Her Back is a must-see for any fan of the genre. And if you're feeling brave, you can catch it in theaters or wait for the PVOD release on Tuesday. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous. Whether you're a horror buff or just looking for a thrilling ride, Bring Her Back is sure to deliver. So go ahead, grab some popcorn, get ready to scream. I mean, enjoy the show.